my next guest tonight can currently be seen in the Broadway play Designed for a Living and in the #1 movie in the country, Spy Kids. Let's take a look.
Through that door, an awesome power will emerge. You will have but a moment to disarm it. Johnny? You hesitated.
I had to. He's my son.
Are you sure? I can make them look like anyone. Yet the cunning and intelligence of the world's greatest espionage agents, all rolled into tiny packages I call Spy Kids.
Please welcome Alan Cumming. Excellent look.
Thank you. If I wear black, I look like a pint of Guinness, you see, so.
So you can't get away with that.
No.
No, very nice suit, by the way.
Thank you very much indeed.
You know, it's funny because you've been coming on the show for a while,
yes.
and you've been very successful for a while. Now you're in this blockbuster.
I'm in a blockbuster, I know.
You seem very excited about it.
I am, yeah. Nobody goes to see the films I'm in normally, so it's quite nice.
And this thing, everyone's going to see this movie. And are you starting to worry that now you're going to get bothered if you walk down the street? People are going to be recognizing you and you'll need a disguise or something?
Oh, well, sometimes I do go in disguises. I try, but my friends say that, you know, my version of a disguise is more weird than I look normally, so... But I did this thing recently for Marie Claire magazine. It was really weird. They said if I'd like to write this article where I'd do some things as a man, and then I would do the same things 2 weeks later as a woman.
Come back and do the same things, what,
yeah,
dressed as a woman?
Dressed completely, like, trying to pretend I was really a woman and see how I got treated differently.
Right.
It was really interesting. But it was hilarious because I was a bit of an ugly girl. And I was walking along the street and people would... I mean, I've got a big wig like this, I've got high heels and... You know, they shaved my arms and legs and did the whole makeup and everything. And
you let them shave? You shaved your legs?
Yes, I'll come to that later.
Okay.
And then
please do.
But then these people would come up to me in the street, right?
Right.
And I'd be walking with my little bag and everything like that, and they'd come and go, "Alan Cumming, can we have your autograph?" And I was like, number one, how did you know? Number two, why don't you think it's weird that I'm Alan Cumming? I'm totally in drag for no reason.
Right.
But they just didn't. I've just got one of those fitters. I think.
So they just didn't seem to mind that you were...
They didn't mind at all, no.
Yeah.
But I was a bit freaked out. And then there's that sort of scary thing where you think people were going, is he a man or is he a woman? What's going on there? But it was a really interesting thing to do, and you can read about it in June's issue of Marie Claire.
If I can promote Marie Claire magazine, I've done my job. Did you? And so you did shave the legs. Like,
oh, God,
I've known men that had to do it for, you know, a play or something.
Don't tell
they were
me why. Yeah, it's fine. I'm sure you know people like that.
Okay, people that were in the luge.
Yeah.
But what's the method that you use?
Well, they had all these choices, right? Because it's quite. I mean, I've not really. I once did it before for a film, but that's another story. But they had like either I could wax them. I was like, this is not happening.
That's when it rips.
They put hot wax on them and then they just go. And there was one girl at Marie Claire went, "It's actually quite nice, the pain. You know, it's quite pleasant." And I'm like, "You are on crack or something." So I didn't do that. And then there was what I plumped for was clippers and then shaving. But there was this other thing called Nair, which is a bottle, and you put it on your hair, on your legs or whatever, I imagine, and it smells like rotting carcasses. And it dissolves your hair. It's like some Nazi death camp experiment thing. It dissolves the hair on your legs.
Right.
And women all around the world do that every day, apparently. So I've actually still got a bottle in my bathroom because they sent it to me as a kind of little
It's good
symbol.
to keep that in there, just for when people are going through your medicine cabinet when you're not there.
You never know when it might come in handy, frankly, do you? When you need to get that bald look really quickly.
You've completely confused me. Now, I understand you love the internet. You're a big fan of the internet.
I do, yes.
You're an internet fiend. Do you have a favorite website that you want to tell people about?
Yes. It's called JesusHates.com. Right?
JesusHates.com.
Yeah, like Jesus would like. But it's this really weird thing, and it's kind of scary, actually. It did quite disturb me, but it's also very funny. And they have this section where it's about so that you don't touch yourself, like masturbation's not allowed and stuff. So it's like when you go to bed, there's these like list of things to help you should there be any movement downstairs and any hint of any touching, right?
Any temptation, if there's temptation.
That's the word I was looking for.
Right,
yes,
that's
thank
okay.
You, Conan.
You act like your hands just do it and you have no control. Stop, you fiends! What are you doing?
That's what they make it look like.
Yeah.
And so they have these things, all these list of rules. They've got like easy ones, like, you know, take a cold shower, or think of something else, think of your mum or something like that, and you know, do all that
Think
stuff.
of baseball is the one I always heard. Yeah.
And or when I was at school, you know, they had, you know, when you get your school medical. And there was always this myth that if you went to the school medical and if you got an erection, the nurse would she kept a cold teaspoon in the freeze box of the freezer and she would hit it with the cold teaspoon.
And it made a perfect pitch, right? See, interesting.
That was what, you know.
If you're ever in trouble and you need to find a certain chord.
I keep one in my fridge at all times. I travel
Never
with a cold
heard of that before.
Isn't it bonkers?
I'll get that erection, whang.
Yeah. But they did
I've never heard of that.
I know, I just remembered that right there. But I was regressing. But they have this, so it's like, don't, you know, have a cold shower, don't think about it, blah, blah, blah. And then it says, have the Bible handy by your bedside. And I thought, oh, so you can read the Bible and get some sort of...
Pure thoughts.
Yeah, or read a thing that said it's bad to spill your seed and all that stuff. No, no, no. It's a big book so you can whack it to make it go. And then the last thing is, if it gets really bad, tie yourself down to the bed to stop being excited. And I'm like, those two things are not talking lack of excitement for me. Do you know what I mean? Like, tie yourself down to the bed and you won't be excited.
Yeah, that's right.
Shall we move on?
I don't know what else to talk about after that. I'm still thinking of that cold spoon. I think that's in my head for the rest of my life. Design for a Living is now playing at the American Airlines Theater in New York City?
Yes.
American Airlines Theater.
And there's a lounge called the Nabisco Lounge for the VIP lounge. They give you free Nabisco biscuits. It's cookies.
Are you kidding?
I'm serious. I'm serious.
Ah, the Great American Theater.
Yeah, sponsorship.
Wouldn't Helen Hayes be proud?
Yeah.
Spy Kids is in theaters now, as if I even had to mention that. And Josie and the Pussycats opens next Wednesday. You got another film.
I'm in that as well, yeah. I'm everywhere.
It's a good thing I told you. Yeah, you're everywhere. Hey, you're always really funny. Thank you for being here.
Thank you,
Alan
Tom.
Cumming. We'll be right back with Old 97. Stick around.